Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to a special holiday episode of I Know Jax. Now, I just can't get over the fact that our show has been on the air here at CW17 for over a year now. This is actually our second holiday show. It's just amazing. Now, I hope you're enjoying the holidays with family and friends. New Year is just around the corner, and for us, that means we're in the midst of yearly planning, and we're working on our editorial calendar for spring of 2013. And what that really means is we're making lots of lists and we're checking them twice, and eventually all that brainstorming is going to be distilled down to one executable editorial plan. And here at I Know Jax, it's an exciting time when lots of new ideas get launched. It's basically time to clean house, out with the old and in with the new. And one of the topics we keep coming back to is food. And I can promise you, we're going to see more stories about food in 2013. And one of my favorite things to eat is fresh seafood. And Bill over at the fish company knows how to make just that. Today I'm at the fish company on Atlantic Beach with my buddy Bill Penner, and he's going to show us how he cooks up some awesome food. What are you going to cook today?
We're going to start out with a seared scallop appetizer over green beans with carrots, daikons, chopped tomatoes,
Okay.
and topped with a ginger dressing.
All right.
And then we're going to start a piece of grilled grouper that we're going to serve with our winter vegetables, which is today and through the end of the month, January 1st, we'll use some black-eyed peas and collard greens.
Nice. Good old Southern tradition, man.
Good old Southern tradition, yeah.
Cool. Well, let's get to it, man. Show me what's first.
Well, we call it a grill spice. It's a blend of about 7 different spices that we do.
Done in-house?
Done in-house, just like everything here. And we put it on the hot part of the grill. If you were doing it in a skillet,
Right.
you'd have that skillet more high than medium.
Gotcha.
And then next, we'll put a little more butter, of course. We use a little butter here at the fish company. Not too much. Coarsely chopped tomatoes, all kind of tossed together.
Nice. Got a little stir fry almost.
Then I re-season with that secret spice, which really, Joe, is just, you know, it's garlic, onion powder.
Gotcha, okay.
All the
good
peppers.
stuff, right?
Yeah. There's some sea salt.
Nice.
It's not really a secret, it's just a,
Well, I like to say secret sauce because, you know, it makes it sound cool.
I'm gonna get our grouper started, which is a piece of fresh local grouper,
Nice.
cut into about a ½ pound portion.
Okay.
Back to that special spice, our grill seasoning.
Gotcha.
And then once again, we're gonna throw it on the grill.
Gotcha. Good stuff.
Make sure everything's good. It's a fresh natural product with no preservatives, so.
So it should be
It
good
eats
that way.
well.
Absolutely, man.
So what I'm trying to do with the vegetables, we've already blanched the green beans ahead of time, but we're just trying to get a little sear on them.
Cool.
Warm them up, make them, they're still
crunchy.
gonna have a little bite, yeah. And we just put our bed of vegetables down. We just kind of, we're gonna top it right here in no order.
No particular order.
In no particular order. So that's a nice portion of food. It could be a meal but that's a completed dish.
So that's what it looks like when we're done.
Right.
Pretty cool, huh?
So we're back to our grouper.
All right.
We're about halfway through. We only like to turn our fish once.
Once. Cool.
Keeps them together and
Yeah.
keeps them, keeps that
You know,
everything inside.
That's the thing I do at home. I'm too anxious to get that thing flipped over.
So, well, that's finishing up. We could go ahead and start our grits.
Let's do it.
So, what we have here is an andouille sausage. Typically, you'll find a bacon or some kind of smoked meat. And let me just adjust my temperature, Joe.
Then Bill added the little bit of butter, fresh mushrooms, Mayport shrimp, and I started to get really hungry. Bill put grits on the plate, added some chicken stock,
And we're gonna let that cook down.
All right, gotcha.
and now it was time to plate up the grouper. Bill added collard greens on the plate and black-eyed peas. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now the shrimp and grits are ready to go.
That's looking pretty tasty right there.
Yeah, we're gonna enjoy this little aperitif. I know it's early.
I love you, man.
Now I've been to the Shrimp and Grits Festival on Jekyll Island and had prize-winning shrimp and grits. So the pressure was on. Bill's Shrimp and Grits were just as awesome. The biggest question was whether I liked the shrimp and grits better than the seared grouper. I really couldn't decide.
Now, you guys don't see me drink Guinness very often.
Let's see if I can get it out of here in one piece.
For dessert, key lime pie.
No calories. It's 0 calorie
No.
key lime pie. So if you're not up for a full meal with the grouper or the shrimp and grits or even the scallops, key lime pie, you might not want to miss that. I'd say come by and grab a beer and a dozen oysters. They're pretty awesome. That's what I do. Maybe I'll see you here. They sure have some great seafood at the Fish Company in Atlantic Beach, and I always love visiting them. Next, we're going to get into the holiday spirit. Checkers Barbecue is all about great food and having fun with friends and family. Checkers is available to rent for parties and does some awesome catering too. I recommend that you go try Checkers out for yourself, and when you visit, let Art know I sent you.
Latitude 30 is the official away game headquarters of the Jaguars. Catch all the football action in our HD Sports Theater for every away game. 365-5555. Latitude-30.com.
Mark Wisdom is our beer guy, and somehow he seems to have struck a chord with our audience. He's always getting recognized around town. What can I say? Everybody loves craft beer. Anyway, this time at Dahlia's Pour House, we're talking about Christmas. Today we're at Dahlia's Pour House in Riverside, Avondale with my buddy Mark Wisdom, the beer guy.
I'm the beer guy.
He's the beer guy. And today we're going to talk about holiday beers.
Holiday beers, Christmas beers. We got a lot of those coming out right about now.
Any good ones?
A lot of good ones, a lot of good ones. I mean, we got this one right here, Festive Ale from Sweetwater. It's a very good beer. It's got a lot of holiday spices, things you associate with the holidays, like cinnamon and ginger and all those great flavors. In front of us, we have a couple of pints of Southern Tier's 2 Xmas and beer break.
Beer break. Sounds like a good time. Oh, I taste the cloves in there too.
Christmassy,
Cloves.
yeah. And it's like gingerbread in a glass. I mean, a lot of these Christmas beers, that's the way they go. But do you know where they came from?
I'm guessing you're going to say a long time ago.
A long
in
time
a land
ago.
far, far away.
Well, from here, yeah. But I mean, you know, in Scandinavia, they had a tradition during the winter months of doing a festival to honor Thor,
Yeah.
their god Thor.
Yeah.
Okay, they called it Yule.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds vaguely familiar, doesn't it?
Yule, yes.
To Yule.
Yes.
You know, okay. So when the Vikings came and they conquered all of Europe and intermingled with the European people, it changed and they started calling it the Yule time,
Gotcha.
which is where we get
Christmas,
Yuletide and everything else. So it changed to Christmas. So the Christmas ales that we drink today started out as strong beers.
Viking beer.
Were Viking beer. Viking beers that were made during that time of the year, because during that time of the year you needed something with a lot of alcohol to keep you warm.
Got to have a lot of alcohol.
A lot of alcohol. And most Christmas ales are high alcohol, so it would keep you warm.
Which is very important here in North Florida.
Yeah, in Florida.
I'm going to get a little warmer.
Yeah, we need more drink.
It does warm the heart, doesn't it?
It's great. It's awesome. So they had a lot of spices and stuff in it and everything. And the other great thing about drinking that time of the year, it was too cold for them to make war.
Right.
So
Too
high
messed up
alcohol.
from drinking.
So high alcohol, they didn't have to worry about getting up in the morning and trudging off to the war.
Right.
You know,
They're
oh, honey,
snowed
I'm
in.
off to the war again.
They're snowed in,
Yeah, they're
drinking
snowed
their
in. Yeah,
Christmas
you're
beer.
drinking there. I mean, Christmas time is drinking time. That's always the way it is in my family.
That's a tradition. I thought that was a Southern tradition, not
It's
really
a weekly tradition for me. Anyway, but Christmas ales are generally stronger. They carry a lot of spices, cloves, cinnamon, cardamom. You're gonna get things like orange
And
peel.
ginger, I smelled.
And ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger. I mean, a lot of really great ones out there right now. So I mean, the Festive is good. The Southern Tier Xmas is good. Sierra Nevada's got one out right now. Anchor has one out right now. They're all great beers, and they're things to look for right now in your grocery store or whatever your beer purveyor is.
Right. So what you're saying is, Mark, if I can surmise,
You can surmise
is go buy some Christmas beer and drink it.
now.
We'll see you guys in the next beer, guys.
And have a very beery Christmas.
beery.
Beery.
Okay, I'll take that. Have a very beery Christmas? And this is the guy you guys want to watch? I'm the beer guy. Please, let's move on.
Latitude 30 is the official away game headquarters of the Jaguars. Catch all the football action in our HD Sports Theater for every away game. 365-5555. Latitude-30.com.
Hi, my name is AE Diva. I'm an AED. What's an AED? Well, not to brag, but I'm a lifesaver. If someone goes into cardiac arrest, I shock them back to life. What's cardiac arrest? It's when your heart stops beating. Yeah, I know, serious. But never fear if AE Diva is here. I hope I see you at your school. Look for me.
For more information about AEDs in schools and how to help stop the #1 killer in schools, go to shocktolife.com. Checkers Barbecue is all about great food and having fun with friends and family. Checkers is available to rent for parties and does some awesome catering too. I recommend that you go try Checkers out for yourself, and when you visit, let Art know I sent you.
Now, different families have different traditions for Christmas. Some have an elf on a shelf and others have special music. Now, I love the idea of developing your own holiday tradition. And one of the strangest traditions we have in my family is actually British. It's called plum pudding. This ugly little black fruit pudding doesn't look very impressive, but it packs an impressive flavor. From what I've been told, my mother-in-law just fell in love with this particular British food many moons ago and decided to incorporate it into her Christmas tradition. Now, she put a special twist to it. She heats it up in the oven with some brandy and then sets the whole thing on fire before she serves it. Now, I'm pretty sure that isn't customary British way of doing it. This is now also how plum pudding is served in our house for Christmas. And that's the end of our British food lesson for the day. Now we're going to rendezvous with Chris Chislett to see how he's doing this wonderful holiday season. Today we're at Blue Bamboo with the wine guy, Chris Chislett. How you doing, man?
Bloody awful.
Awful. Nice to
No, I'm
hear.
just kidding. I'm great. We're drinking wine, so I'm
It's
happy.
going to be awesome, yeah. Today we've got a white wine.
We do. And this is a little bit, since we just started tasting wine, it's a little bit more obscure than probably I'd normally start out with, but I mean,
Why
wine is
not?
wine when it comes to tasting.
Jump in,
You know,
both
let's
teeth
get started with it. So this is Rendez-vous. Rendez-vous Chenin Blanc. I'll give you a little bit more because this is.
I need more.
It's been a long day. I don't mind saying it's been a long day. We're definitely going to need a little bit more. So this is Rendez-vous Chenin Blanc, actually California, but more specifically from Clarksburg.
Okay.
Little kind of known region.
Never heard of Clarksburg.
Yeah, no, it's a very little known region. There's only a handful of really smaller wineries in that region.
Right.
It's a little bit further south from Sonoma and Napa and east.
Okay.
So it's very, very cool wine. Chenin Blanc is actually the grape itself.
Okay.
You hardly see it in California at all. You see
What's
it's-
the other white wine grapes?
You want all of them?
Well, just
Wow. 3 minutes, 4 minutes episodes, and you want all the grapes. Well, no, it's in terms of body, I would classify this one almost. It's definitely lighter in style in terms of body. It almost falls between your light and medium body kind of, and that's where the lines start getting a little bit blurred.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's related to Sauvignon Blanc. Saying that, it's almost like a cross between Sauvignon Blanc and Riesling. There's a hint, the smallest hint of sweetness to this wine because I've already tasted it.
you cheated.
I did it in a review this morning. I'm not going to lie, so I already know what it tastes like. But yeah, it's.
But I haven't yet, so let's get to it.
No, you haven't. And it does share some of the characteristics of Sauvignon Blanc as well. So let's go through the steps. You know, color very light. Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
Yep. Compared to a Chardonnay,
Gotcha.
that would be there's a little bit of a golden kind of color to it. So swirl, give it a little sniff.
Yeah, it
Kind of jumps out the glass at you a little bit,
really
right?
does.
It's a beautiful wine. Since I only tried it this morning, I was tasting. I say tasting wine. Drinking wine is a big difference.
he was
It
tasting
was like 9:30 this morning. I was drinking this stuff. So
Nice.
it's what I call quintessential summer
But it's
patio
crisp.
wine.
It's got a crisp smell.
It's
no.
it's not big and cloying.
No, but it's
like
crisp.
very little oak in this wine. So throw out some flavoured descriptors at me, and we'll see where we're
Apple.
at.
A little apple.
Works for me.
A little citrusy almost.
Okay, cool.
Does that?
Yeah,
did I get it right?
you're bang on. I promise you, I'm not feeding him any of these lines. That was I
He
almost
feeds me a lot of lines, but not those two.
I almost get like a pink grapefruity. I mean, there's a little bit of the lemon lime kind of flavour, but almost like if you want to really get specific, like pink grapefruit.
Notice how I went citrus. I didn't.
Yeah, no, just keep it very general. Yeah, keep it general and very basic, and you're safe. So almost like peach, apricot.
Yeah.
I would almost call this wine like minerally.
Yeah.
It's very kind of mineral driven, very crisp. If there's oak, it's really not
But it's
at
a
all
great
obvious.
summer. I can drinking in a hot summer day. This would be great.
Yeah, definitely. The alcohol I want to say is around 11.5%, so it's actually a lower alcohol.
So you
wine.
can drink more of it.
I wouldn't call it low alcohol, but
Right.
yeah, it's the beauty of low alcohol wines is that they actually pair really well with spicy foods.
Yeah.
So we're at Blue Bamboo at the moment. It could go great with Asian or Thai or Indian food.
Cool.
But beautiful, beautiful wine, and it's really affordable. I want to say it's only around like $15, $16 retail,
Nice.
so
So-
even better.
I might even be able to have this at my house.
Buy a case,
Cool. Well, I'm going to wrap that up. We have tried the Rendezvous from
Where? Clarksburg. Didn't even know. Yeah.
Clarksburg, which is a little south and east of the Sonoma Valley.
Yeah, well, Sonoma and Napa, yep.
Napa Valley. And it's nice. I like this. I think it'll be a great summertime wine. And the next time we're going to come around, we're going to taste something else, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm not even going to tell you. It's going to be a big surprise.
it
yeah, big
always
surprise.
is.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Chris enjoys plum pudding for Christmas, but I'm pretty sure he enjoys wine with his Christmas food for Boxing Day or whatever it is they do over there. Now, I know Jax is going on holiday break, and what that means in reality is that yours truly will be working on the editorial plan and updates we are doing to the show and the website for 2013. We are finally launching the new version of iknowjax.com website on January 5th, and I can't wait. Also on Saturday, January 5th, I will be back right here on CW17 at 11 p.m. with a brand spanking new show. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you back here on January 5th. And until then, I'll see you on the internet.
Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Latitude 30 is the official away game headquarters of the Jaguars. Catch all the football action in our HD Sports Theater for every away game. 365-5555. Latitude-30.com.
Checkers Barbecue is all about great food and having fun with friends and family. Checkers is available to rent for parties and does some awesome catering too. I recommend that you go try Checkers out for yourself, and when you visit, let Art know I sent you.
Hi, my name is A Diva. I'm an AED. What's an AED? Well, not to brag, but I'm a lifesaver. If someone goes into cardiac arrest, I shock them back to life. What's cardiac arrest? It's when your heart stops beating. Yeah, I know, serious. But never fear if A Diva is here. I hope I see you at your school. Look for me.
For more information about AEDs in schools and how to help stop the #1 killer in schools, go to shocktolife.com.